Hey, what's up, YouTube? Travis here, making a video for the first time in a long time on this Saturday afternoon. Lots of things to share. I'll probably forget most of them, but that's okay. I plan on hopefully doing a few more videos as of recent. So, first, the housekeeping. Sorry, the camera quality is a little bit worse than usual. I'm using my webcam. This is my Malaga pipe that is the, billiard tomato type pipe. I don't know what to call it, but I like it a lot. Smokes great. Pretty heavy, but that's okay. And in it, I'm smoking the 2011 Christmas blend by Just For Him. I was in the Springfield, Missouri area over Thanksgiving and decided to pick up a few ounces of this. On a separate note, I have one of these lighters that quite a few people on YouTube have, where I've talked about the Chinese lighter that has the soft flame that you just saw that sometimes works. I want to try it, and then the torch flame. So, it's actually still working okay for me, so. I use it intermittently with a Zippo. I got my puppies here with me. One of them's eating, the other one just finished. So that's the first thing I'll talk about quickly with the puppies. My poor puppy boy had surgery on Thursday to have his man parts removed. So he's been recovering from that, but seems to be doing better. And today we even went and had our pictures taken with Santa. Yep, we're those kind of people now. Crud. This had smoked great for me for so long. And of course, once I make the video. Sorry about that. I had to go let my girl puppy out. So, went down to Springfield. Picked up some Christmas blend, and then I also picked up a couple of tins. I know I could have gotten one of these cheaper online, but try to support the local tobacconists. And so I picked up a tin of Virginia Woods and a tin of Squadron Leader, which I was pretty excited about this because they had quite a few of the Samuel Gawith, I don't know how to say it, blends and in stock. And I talked to them about that. I said, you guys are pretty lucky. It seems like it's impossible to find that online. And he said that they had just made an order in, and they were fully stocked at the time of the blends that they had. So they had Best Brown Flake and Full Virginia Flake and Squadron Leader and Commonwealth and a couple other blends. No aromatics from Samuel Gawith, but the other ones. So Navy Flake, they had Navy Flake. So decided to pick up just one tin of Squadron Leader. I haven't tried it before. A lot of people have said good things about it. But this way I get to do the side-by-side test with a pipe friend and see if it smells like tomato ketchup to me. See if I have the gene to pick up that chemical phenothiocarbene or whatever he had said it was. I should know that, but anyway. So that was a good time. I actually got to sit down and enjoy a pipe with a few guys there. We watched a football game, and most of them were smoking cigars, but a couple of the people working and then another guy sitting there was having a pipe, so this is nice to get to sit and visit and enjoy a pipe together. Well, the dog's sleeping now. There's that. What else? Excited for the Secret Santa event. I think that's pretty cool. I'm glad I got to be a part of it this year. Got my person who I am going to be sending things to, and have my 100 grams of tin tobacco chosen. I don't want to spoil the surprise, so I won't say what it is. But I'll make sure that gets out in time for Christmas. So I think that's a cool thing that the community does. Thanks, Jay, for putting it on. Oh, and a funny story to end this. This has been a while back now, but I haven't made a video in so long, so I'll share it now. So, I guess you could call this my close call story for Jay's contest that I think is probably over now, and it's not really a close call anyway, but it's kind of fun to share. A few weeks back, on the weekend, my wife and I had taken our puppies out to a church camp nearby called East Iowa Bible Camp. We're friends with the directors and associate directors there, and decided to let them run around. It's nice open space. We live in a small town, but we're in town. We don't have a fenced-in yard, so we walk them on leash, and occasionally it's nice to let them just run free. So we did that, and we were getting ready to leave, and one of the houses of the directors, it butts up to a cornfield. So the cornfield's literally within throwing distance of the house. It's probably like 20 yards away. So Falcor was out in the cornfield. Corn had already been cut down, but he was out in it kind of sniffing around, so I went to get him. Well, they have this fence around it. It's just a one-line fence because the farmers let cattle in. And they put that fence up. And I looked at the fence, concerned that it was an electric fence, because I didn't want to get hit by it. And I looked at it, because it had the electric fence spools. But I looked at the line, and it was this braided yellow and black line. I thought, well, I've never seen that before. I've only seen electric fence lines that are, solid wire. So I didn't think anything of it. I just stepped over it. It was probably comes up somewhere between my waist and my knee. So I easily was able to straddle it. So I stepped over it and walked with the leash to get Falcor. So I got a hold of him. He came over to me. Got him hooked in. Well, I guess the pipe's out for now. Got him hooked in and decided that it was time to go. So, I coaxed him over. He was very interested in something. So he kind of pulled a little bit on the leash. And anyway, I thought I had his attention. And I was going to step over the wire or the line, the fence, whatever, and then just send the leash underneath. Well, I stepped over, and so now I'm straddling the line, and he gets an extra amount of energy and decides that he wants to pull a little bit. Well, this is when I found out that it was, in fact, an electric fence. So he pulled, and got me off balance just enough that the inside of my leg down near my knee touched the wire. Well, if you've ever been hit by electric fence before, you know that it's kind of one of those feelings that it's not an instant pain, it's kind of a weird feeling followed by a pain, and it all happens within about half a second. But so this all happened, I get that feeling in my leg, it hits. So when it hits, I jerk, and I jerked Falcor, and he got hit across his back on the electric fence. So then he got hit and yelped from getting shocked, and pulled again. Then he pulled my arm down. My arm got hit, second time I've been shocked now. And to finish everything up, I was wearing silk boxers and mesh shorts, and he pulled me hard enough that it squatted me down to where the line split right down the center of my... Yeah, I'm sure you can imagine what I would like to say there. Needless to say, it hurt like crap. It hurt worse than probably not getting hit there, like physically, like with your foot or a ball or something like that, but it was incredibly painful, and I could tell exactly where I got hit for about the next day, because it was just very tender and did not feel good at all. So somehow in about 1.5 seconds of time, the electric fence shocked us a total of 4 times, 3 for me and 1 for my puppy. So that whole sequence finished with me kind of throwing the leash, jumping off the fence. Falcor was scared to death and ran right over to me and kind of huddled into my legs. And my wife, who was about 25 yards away, heard him yelp, heard me yell out and almost swear, almost cuss. I barely held it in. And then she kind of asked what happened, and I told her, and I just said she needed to come over here because I wasn't able to really move that well. And she came over, and I threw the leash underneath him, and then I crawled underneath the wire, knowing I was going to try to step over it again. And she had a great laugh, as I hope some of you guys were able to have after I told her what happened. So, word to the wise, just don't chance it. If there's any chance that it's an electric fence, no need to mess with it. So, anyway, I'm sure there's other things to say. I've been enjoying the videos, enjoying a nice cup of Caribou coffee. with my pipe this afternoon. One last thing about this Christmas blend. I know there's lots of them going around right now. I'm sure lots of blenders have their own, or local tobacconists have their own Christmas blends. I know that there's been a lot of talk about the McClelland's Holiday Spirit or Christmas Cheer. This one's delicious, and I mean it's a nice aromatic. I'm having a hard time keeping it stay lit in the bottom half of the bowl right now. First half did great, but anyway, it's a really nice aromatic. It's kind of, when I smoke it, I can taste kind of like hot apple cider. That's kind of that with kind of that clove and cinnamon. There's definitely that in it. Maybe a little bit of, I wouldn't even say it's vanilla. Maybe kind of this cocoa cinnamon. It smells awesome. It smells exactly like you would think kitchen baking pies during the holidays would be. So that's it. A little bit of a tobacco review. Talk about what I've been doing, and hopefully an enjoyable story. So we'll see you guys next time.